Welcome to San Juan, Puerto Rico. In this video, I'm going to be showing you what we get up to in Old San Juan on our stop on our Royal Caribbean cruise. We are exploring all on our own today and not doing a tour, so come along with us and see what we get up to. Old San Juan is a popular tourist destination full of colorful charm. There's beautiful colonial architecture, historic landmarks and attractions, military forts, amazing restaurants and cafes, and stunning ocean views. Whether you're visiting for a weekend, a week, or just for the day as a cruise stop, there's plenty of activities and attractions to keep you busy. Plus, there are plenty of cats to befriend as well. If you're just tuning in, I'm sharing our full cruise experience on board and at each port, so don't forget to check out my other videos from our cruise, linked in the description below. We have officially made it to San Juan, Puerto Rico. You can see our ship back there. Last time we were here was in 2019, and we were actually boarding a cruise ship to go out to a Southern Caribbean cruise itinerary. I think we did the ABC Islands, but this one is an actual stop. So we only have about maybe 8 hours. We won't use all of that time anyways to just go out and explore the port. So we will take you along and show you what we get up to on our cruise port day here in San Juan. We were lucky to be docked right downtown in the downtown area. On our last cruise here, we were in the other docking area, the other terminal, which is across the way. So we thought we would be there again today. So I did the quick Google map of it, and it would have taken us an hour and 15 minutes to walk over here, which we did not want to do. So when we got out, we were pleasantly surprised to see where we were and that everything was within walking distance, but there were still tons of taxis and tour guides ready for you when you got off the ship if you wanted to do any of that. We didn't. We're going to be walking, and we already know where we're headed, so we'll see you when we get there. This sculpture fountain is found at the waterfront end of Paseo de la Princesa and celebrates the 500th anniversary of Spain's discovery of the New World. We are on the Paseo de la Princesa, which is basically a waterfront paved walking way all the way around the fort. And last time we did this, we didn't realize how long it was. It is very long, and there's pretty much no shade for the majority of the walk. So if you are going to do it, just bring lots of water and a hat, because there is no shade once you get past a certain point, and we learned that the hard way. So this is a nice part of the walkway because it is shaded by the wall itself. Depending on where the sun is and the time of day that you're doing this, this could be completely in the sun, and with the heat on the cement and the walkway, it even just makes it feel way hotter than it is, and it's already really hot. We have officially arrived to the gate of San Juan. It has a Latin inscription at the top, and they say that a door here existed back in the 1540s. Obviously not this one specifically, but there was always a door here. The Paseo del Morro is a national recreational trail and skirts the San Juan Bay for 3/4 of a mile. Now, because we've already done the Paseo del Morro on our previous visit, and it is quite a hot day out, we are not going to do it today. We're just going to take the gate and go explore above. If you're a cat lover like us, you may be pleased to know that there is a large cat colony here that is taken care of by local volunteers. And some of the cats are super friendly and will even come up to strangers for pets and to see if they have food. This lady here was feeding the cats, so she drew quite the crowd of four-legged friends. Once we made it to the top of the hill, we set out toward the Castillo San Felipe del Morro, which is a 16th century citadel and one of the largest fortifications built by the Spaniards in the Caribbean. This fortress still has some of the original cannons and was designed to protect the city from attacks from sea. And you'll notice that there's no shade anywhere on your way into the fort. We are at the Castillo San Felipe del Morro, also known as El Morro, and doing a self-guided tour of this fort. It is really nice and breezy here, there's a lot of shade, and it was only $20 US for both of us to get in, and about $6 for 2 large bottles of water, so we think that this stop was absolutely worth it. Not to mention, we're also learning about some history. We didn't stop here on our first time in San Juan, we went to the other fort, but paying for your admission here actually gets you admission into the other one, so if we make it that far, we will go in for free because we've already paid. There are some displays inside the fort with information about what you're looking at, like cannons and ammunition, etc. And there's also some really good viewpoints outside on the walls. So if you need to take a break from the heat, we would recommend coming inside because it is nice and cool. We toured around the fortress, checking out the various displays of information and amazing views below. This is definitely a great place to come and take photos if you're into photography. You can get some great views of La Perla, the ocean, and even Santa Maria Magdalena Cemetery in the distance. Then we made our way back to the main streets, and just at the end of the path there were some vendor booths set up selling various souvenirs and merchandise, and there were also some historic landmarks you could check out. An important thing to note if you are coming here and planning to do a walking tour on your own, or you're staying here in advance of a cruise that departs from San Juan, it is very hilly here. So it may not seem like it in this particular shot, but there are lots of hills, lots of stairs. You'll be going up and down the whole time you're here. However, a plus side is if you go out to the old fort, El Morro, it is really windy there, so you can fly some kites, or like us, just enjoy the breeze and being able to cool down a little bit. And the streets in San Juan are just beautiful. I love all of this old architecture and the colorful buildings and the charming little balconies. It is so picturesque, so definitely bring your camera. Our exploring continued and took us toward more historic landmarks, like the Capilla del Cristo, which was a small sanctuary built on the top of the city walls. And right next to it was Parque de las Palomas, which translates to Pigeon Park, and it was an interesting sight to see. You can purchase birdseed here and then feed it to the pigeons, but you are very likely to get pooped on if you do. We are in one of the main shopping district areas where they've been sending a lot of the cruise passengers. There's plenty of souvenir shops, different jewelry stores, things to see and do while you're here. There's restaurants on the side streets and on the main streets here. So really, if you are looking to get some souvenirs, it's a great spot to come. They even have a Diamonds International. And surprise, surprise, we found a brewery. We are at the Cervecería del Callejón, and I got a flight and Alan got one of their lagers in the bottle. And this looks like a really cool place. We haven't had a sip yet, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna like it. So the flight here comes on a little tray, and they just number the beers that they have. 8. I spilled a little bit when I sat down. 1. And I don't really know, but there's only 4 beers on tap right now, which is why Alan got one in a bottle.
Very good.
Number 1, that's the IPA. It's my favorite. I didn't need to taste any of them, and I knew that was my favorite. 4 out of 4. 5 out of 5. Delicious. Oh, that's nice too. After getting refreshed at the brewery, we just walked a short distance and found a public square that has a little cafe area. There's a monument statue in the middle, and there's also the I Heart San Juan sign, which is very popular today because I think there are about 4 or 5 cruise ships in port. So that one is going to be patience required if you want a picture there. But now we are on to go visit the next fort, because since we already paid for the El Morro fort, our receipt gets us entry into this one for today and tomorrow. We obviously won't be here tomorrow, so we're gonna go now. We were just in the right area, so we might as well while we're here. We have officially made it to the second San Juan National Historic Site, the Castillo San Cristóbal, and it is a very popular location. We are just hunkering down in the shade right now while we wait to go in, and we were here the last time that we visited San Juan. So we're basically at the hottest part of the day, and being in direct sunlight is melting us, so we're working up our courage to walk up that sunny ramp. And it looks like we've got 2 rogue goats down there. They might be employed to cut the grass, we're not sure. Upon entering, there was some signage directing you and a map of Old San Juan. We waited in line, showed our receipt, and were let right in. So that really made the $20 entry worth it to get access to 2 forts. Then we started exploring the fort on our own. These forts really aren't that accessible, as there are lots of steep, slippery ramps and stairs to get around inside, as you can see here. We are up on the 2nd level now, where you have some great viewpoints out over into the town of San Juan, or city of San Juan, and you can see all of the cruise ships that are in port from here. I'm gonna try and go spot our ship now. There is also like 0 shade up here. Actually, that's not true because I'm standing in shade right now. There is very minimal shade. The only shade that there is right now is from the wall of the fort and the sun hitting it. So there's about 1 to 2 feet, depending on where you're standing, of shade along the very edge. So I feel like I'm kind of like leaning back into the shade so that I can stay out of the sun right now because it is so hot. But I'm gonna go over to the viewpoint and take a look. This is a great view over the city here. And as you can see, we are on this ship here, which is the Explorer of the Seas. This is Explora 1, which is MSC. And over here is Rhapsody of the Seas, which is Royal Caribbean. We have to walk all the way back there. Holy. And then just through this viewpoint, I thought I would be able to see the other ship that's in port, but I can't. The buildings seem to be blocking it. You can kind of see it right at the top there. I'm not sure which ship that is though. Well, to be honest, I don't actually care what ship that is because I just want to get out of the beating hot sun. So if anyone knows what ship is in port on Sunday, February 9th, 2025, and it's approximately 1:30 p.m., what ship's in the big port? Let me know in the comments below. And just like the other fort, there are some great views here of La Perla, and I would say they are even better from this direction. There is so much to see and do in Old San Juan, and tons of beautiful fountains, monuments, and historic landmarks that you can check out while you're here. So definitely get out Google Maps and pin a few of them so that you can add them to your route. On the way back to the ship, there were also lots of cafes, restaurants, and bars if you wanted to dine out in the city, or stop for a drink, or just a snack. We were ready to head back, so we just took in our final sights of the city and kept on walking to the pier. And now, after numerous hours, at least five hours or so, we've been roaming around, we are heading back to the ship because we are both tired and super sweaty, and our Canadian bodies have still not acclimatized to this southern heat. So we'll meet you back at the cruise ship. It was still about another 10 minutes away, but we did make it back to the ship and took in the city and port sights from one of the upper decks before watching the Explora crew get ready to leave. And while they did, they stopped all pedestrian traffic on the pier, so we were lucky we got back when we did and didn't have to wait in the crowd. Then it was sail away, and the views of Old San Juan from the ship as the sun was setting were just spectacular. I wish I had a big zoom lens to get some better photos, but if you do and you're stopping here, be sure to bring it because the sights from the water are beautiful. Well, I hope you enjoyed seeing around San Juan, Puerto Rico and what we got up to on our visit here. Like I said, we were here as part of a cruise, so we didn't have as much time to really get out and explore the island as if you were staying here. But we still think we made pretty good progress and saw some pretty cool attractions while we were here. Anyways, if you like this video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.